So my daughter and I reviewed Gladiator 2. We called it Gladiator 1 versus Gladiator 2. But I'm not here to review the film. I'm here to find that biblical principle, that nugget in that movie that reached out and grabbed me. Marcus Aurelius said this line. It was so heavy. The greatest victory is to become unlike the one who caused the injury. I'm going to say it again. The greatest victory is to become unlike the one who caused the injury. And the story of Joseph came to mind. Think about this. Joseph's brothers betrayed him. They were jealous of him. They literally left their brother for dead. A lot of people don't think about that. The whole thing about them selling their brother into slavery, yes, but they left him for dead because they took his robe, they put him in that hole, and they basically put blood. They told their dad Joseph dead. So Joseph gets sold into slavery, and he goes to Egypt. Potiphar's wife, he catch a case, he go to jail, he got a felony. This brother going through. But then he becomes the second greatest in Egypt. Think about that. And he runs back into his brothers, and there's a famine in the land. You talking about getting some revenge, vengeance? Come on now. But guess what? Joseph's greatest victory was to become to be unlike the ones who caused the injury. Because if he would have become like his brothers, we would have never had Jesus. Because the line of Christ, that bloodline, it came through Israel, Judah, that tribe of Judah. So that was the greatest victory. Our greatest victory is to be unlike the one who caused the injury. Someone calls an injury to you, if you become like them, I think this is the toughest part of Christianity, of being a Christian, is loving your enemy, is to be unlike the one who caused the injury. Because when you become unlike the one who caused the injury, that's their way to healing. When you are, I've heard the saying that unforgiveness is kind of like, you drinking poison and hoping that the person that offended you or hurt you or injured you die. You drinking the poison and hoping that they die. Forgiveness is not about them. It's about you being delivered. Let God fight the battle. It's very difficult, but that's the greatest victory. The greatest example in the Bible of someone greatest victory being unlike the one who caused the injury? Jesus. Jesus was unlike Judas. Jesus was unlike the people who put him on that cross. And that was the greatest victory. By him forgiving us, by him forgiving the people who caused the injury, that was the way to salvation. Salvation is accessible to humanity because Jesus' greatest victory was to be unlike, that he was unlike the one who caused the injury. I know Gladiator 2 got some tough reviews, but that one line, that biblical review gets a 4. Because that's where our victory lies. I know you've been hurt. I know it's painful. But be unlike the one who caused the injury. And that is the pathway to your healing, possibly their healing, and others who are watching healing. I can keep going on. It's so many examples in the Bible where people are set free. I got to hit this one. Paul and Silas, when they were in jail, they were worshiping God. In jail, think about that. They get put in jail by these people that was hating on them because they were preaching the gospel. They get thrown into jail. Watch this. And they began to worship God. And as they were worshiping God in jail, it says that the jail doors flew open. Other people's chains came loose. The jailer came to faith. He gave his heart to God. He went and told the people, his family about God. People were set free because of that worship service of Paul and Silas. Watch this. What if they had become like the people who caused them the injury and put them in jail? All those people in those jail cells that were set free that night, that gave their heart to God, the jailer that gave his heart to God, none of that salvation would have taken place if Paul and Silas would have decided to be like the ones that caused the injury and setting them mad. We ain't worshiping God. Why God do this to us? But they worshiped. Again, it's tough stuff, y'all. Not easy. You need the strength of the Holy Spirit to do it. But again, our greatest victory is to be unlike the one who caused the injury. I will not come with another example because it's time to go. Toodaloo.